No, Tenet is it out on digital now?
I don't think they brought it back out in the theaters. I think they
Yeah.
kind of like holding it.
Yeah.
It's a movie that you would like to see it in theaters
Mm-hmm.
because they turned the score up to like 11. It's a bombastic score with it's just something that you might want to see in the theaters just because the way they did it. And I heard that was on intentional, very intentional. But
You
okay,
sound like a movie critic right now.
so we're going to do a little reaction to Honest Trailers. Honest Trailers, Tenet. They did one for Tenet, came out like yesterday, and this is we like Honest Trailers. We've done a couple of reactions to them, and we didn't do a review for Tenet because that was when everything was kind of kicking off,
Right.
So we didn't get a chance to see that. And but I saw it, I loved it. I had to go back and watch like 8 videos just to understand what was going on because it's one of the movies that. And it's a Christopher Nolan movie. It's the same thing with Interstellar. With what's the other one?
Inception.
It's not just a twist. It's just the whole movie kind of make you think things going one way, but it means something else. Things like that. But they did an Honest Trailer, which is usually funny, and I think people requested this. That's why they do it. But I'm not sure how this gonna turn out. But we'll just watch it. So. Honest Trailers for Tenet, and we have a little discussion about that after it's done. So Tenet, Honest Trailers.
From Warner Bros. And their former bro.
Yeah, it's sort of not how you treat filmmakers and stars.
Comes a film about technology that reverses the flow of time that Nolan wishes was real so he could have released the movie 4 months earlier. Tenet. Experience what happens when a filmmaker goes so far up his own butt that everything gets inverted.
It's inverted.
2 antagonists, 1 inverted.
A machine, inverted.
She shot with an inverted round.
You are inverted. The world is not.
Blue team, inverted.
Thought you were inverted.
Can you stabilize the inverse radiation by inverting the patient?
That would take twice the number of Memento plot dongs to properly explain.
That's basically the end of the movie.
But basically, some people and objects are moving backwards in time. The people moving forwards in time can interact with them. And everyone's fighting to control a big math staff that blasts the past. Did you still get lost? Don't worry, so did the cast.
Sometimes the logic needed to catch up to what I believe he would feel in the moment, even if I can't all the way explain what it was.
You know, it's not even a question of getting everything or even anything.
I think my last question was saying, am I alive or dead?
Critics have taken Nolan to task for his overbaked plots, underdeveloped characters, and all-white heroes. Well, he's addressed one of those things. Denzel Washington stars as the protagonist, a mysterious, secret, protagonist who, look, he's the protagonist, okay? That's all you're gonna get.
I'm the protagonist.
He's joined by Neil, a fellow time cop who's the Bill to protagonist's Ted.
We get up to some stuff. You're gonna love it.
Dudes, you guys are gonna go back in time. Yeah! You are going to have the most excellent adventure.
Hey, you never did tell me who recruited you, Neil.
You did.
Who are you guys? We're you, dude! No way.
Max, who continues the grand Nolan tradition of largely mute children you only see the hair of. Kat, a woman so tall she could drive a car from the back seat. Michael Caine as himself?
Bless her, Michael.
Sure, why not? And Sator, a vodka-swilling arms dealer who's an Adidas tracksuit away from checking off every evil Russian stereotype.
You lecture me about radiation. Andrei Sator, digging plutonium from the rubble of my city as a teenager.
Well, he's not the most over-the-top Russian I've seen, so I guess he earned his paycheck.
Pay that man his money.
Push through this extremely dense and intricate way of telling an unsatisfying hollow spy story that feels like the movie adaptation of a crossword puzzle. Because it kinda is. And when you strip away the mind-bending sci-fi concept and parse through the hard-to-hear dialogue.
What do you know about opera?
Terminal. From their private planes.
And manage to stay awake through all of the meetings. It's just a backdrop for rich people doing time crimes to each other, like a Rube Goldberg machine that ends with you getting kicked in the nuts.
Is your head hurt yet?
Yes.
thrill as Nolan rediscovers the backwards action thingy from that Spike Jonze video and the backwards talking thing from that Missy Elliott song, as he and the cast pull off the incredible feat of filming huge sequences in reverse that, in theory, sound like they'd reinvent the genre, but just looks like they chose the rehearsal takes of them practicing the choreography. In what's less of a mind and more of just a frustrating chore to make sense of, like someone inverted your controls on GTA. So suit up once again, just not in that off-the-rack poor person kind of way.
Brooks Brothers won't cut it.
For what may not be Nolan at his best, but it definitely is Nolan at his most, that exaggerates everything you either love or hate about his films. And if you're a Nolan worshiper who wants to rewatch something 3 times before it makes sense, more power to you. I just hope you know you also have to pretend to love Tokyo Drift too.
What do you like about Fast and Furious?
I'm sort of original recipe. I mean, the Fast and Furious, the Rob Cohen original. But I've got a very soft spot for Tokyo Drift, actually.
Of course he loves Tokyo Drift. It's the one that completely messed up the timeline. Starring. Let's just put the protagonist here for now, then come up with something better later. Tinker, Time Lord, Soldier, Spy. What if Vladimir Putin looked like Harvey Weinstein? Eliza, picky, wow, wow, bat. Burly Ives, Moody Dench, and how Nolan writes a character.
No small talk. Nothing that might reveal who we are or what we do.
A man, a plan, a canal, Panama. Whoa. You know, if I were inverted, I'd just poop in front of my enemy so they have to watch it materialize on the floor, then shoots up into my butt cheeks. That'd be awesome. I'm an industrial welder. Tenet movie was inspired by Master Yoda dialogues. That's my bike, punk. Blue tune balloons, blue too few goons to the moon. Have yourself a merry epic Christmas.
That's my line. Oh man! So without seeing the movie, did you like that? I'm telling you, honest trailers get it right every time. I swear to God, if you've seen it, and it was so funny. The chick is so damn tall. It's so, I forget her name because I seen her in something else. She's like 6'2", and all the characters be like 5'9", 5'10". Cause she got like a long ass neck too.
Oh,
and she's
man.
beautiful, but she's tall as hell.
Yeah.
And every time she come up to the character, the protagonist, I don't know how tall David Washington is. He's probably like 5'10" or so. But she come up to him like, you know what, but it's just funny. It's visually weird to see, I'm
not gonna lie. More so than any of the positive, glowing reviews I've heard for this movie, this makes me want to see this movie.
Well, it's still good, but honestly, he write all the stuff in the movie. Somebody else already did it. It's just Christopher Nolan did his story with it. And oh my God, the damn, because they kind of spoil it. They spoil it a lot, where you find out that he sent himself back. You didn't know that? Did I just spoil it?
Yeah,
sorry.
You did. Yes, you did.
When they gave it away with the Bill and Ted. My bad, dog. Forget that. X that out. Just forget I said that.
I get that he indirectly recruited himself by recruiting what's his face, Robert Pattinson's character. Neil. Yeah, that's it. Neil.
But see, I thought that when they showed the Bill and Ted, them coming back like, hey, you're gonna have a black. We're gonna.
I thought that was just in regards to the roundabout.
Okay, it is. Okay, I'm sorry because it is an experience when you.
I'm sure I'll forget.
You won't. Well, it is an experience when you find it out. You watch the movie and you find it out. Like, oh, but everything in there I actually have been done before. But it still was great though. Trust me, it is. But like I said, this trailer just honest trailer always gets it right. And that and he's not joking about that Russian. Like the dude is cartoonishly Russian. It's like, dude, did you go to a Russian villain school? He's such a villain. He slaps his girlfriend. He kick puppies. He do everything evil. You know,
But he's already
don't let her
Russian.
see her kid. You know, like anything, like just no evil. Like you about to eat that? Hold on, before you eat that. Okay, now you can eat it. You know what I'm saying? Just like that's how evil he is.
I mean, he's already Russian. Isn't that villainous enough? Dude, like Hollywood and Russian villains, man.
Yeah, yeah, but no, it was in that part where they, when everything's inverted, they do say that a lot, but it's so odd that you don't understand. They show you stuff, and then you won't have a clue what the hell that is, and then you find out later.
Right.
So it was like I said, you got to see it. And we might could do a late review on there, but
No, man. My head's starting to hurt.
Yeah. Oh, but it makes you want to see it more. You said,
Yeah. It actually does. It really does.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of, and then they never said his name. He's just protagonist, like through the whole
Like
movie.
that should be a joke.
Yeah. No, he's just the protagonist. He called himself the protagonist, and that's what they like. In the end credits, they call him the protagonist. Is his.
That feels so wrong. Because that feels like you're violating the whole show don't tell rule. But it's like, I mean, what else do you call him?
Yeah, they just never gave him a name.
I mean, that's like the antagonist on Versus is just called the Man. Like that's it. You know, and the main character is prisoner, whatever his number is. But it's like to just call your protagonist the protagonist.
Yeah, and they never really show exactly where he came from. You know, it's like when you start off in the story already on the mission. You don't know exactly what was his story, you know.
Right.
But I don't want to spoil it, so I ain't gonna get too in depth in it. But this movie, I mean, the trailer kind of spoiled it, but then if you ain't seen it, you still don't know exactly what they were spoiling. So,
right. I mean, I guess it's a what do you call it? A closed loop. So
yeah, you gotta watch it. It's gonna kind of blow your mind, and it's gonna have you asking a lot of questions. Like when you watch it, you're gonna be like, wait a minute, what is that? Why does that mean that? And why? Hold on. And then you're gonna be watching all the you're gonna go back and watch the YouTube. You know, this is what what Tenet meant. This is why this is in Tenet. You know, everybody, we should make a video and we ain't gonna have a clue what we talking about. And we'll get like 1 million views.
Dude, but see, you know me, I live for this.
Yeah, so yeah. You missed out then. So all right, that is our reaction.
I mean,
what?
Yeah. No, you're right. Go ahead.
Oh, that's our reaction for the Honest Trailers, Tenet Honest Trailer. We're gonna be getting out of here. Thanks.
You didn't want to do the
pitch meeting?
Yeah.
You want to get that?
Yeah.
All right.
We got one more video since we're already doing this honest trailer for Tenet. We got a I don't